Welcome to Winnipeg. Or maybe I should say Winterpeg. Yeah, we did get our snow, but nothing like they were talking about 48 hours ago. Anyway, we talked too much about that yesterday, so we're not going to talk about it. Now, I did come back to the model table last night, and I did give these little box things, or battery boxes, a bit of a touch up here and there. For the most part, they turned out really, really good. The first coat is all that's necessary. This part here, this base that they all mount on, is I did give that a second coat. It actually looks pretty good. It's too bad we're not going to be seeing more of it. Okay, what's happening here? Okay, I'll show you what's happening here. If you remember, a couple of days ago, I said I was going to go down to the workshop and cut the legs for the sawhorse. Well, I want to sort of show you what I've come up with, and the best way is sort of a demonstration. Now, this board and this board is scrap. It's actually cut-offs from a couple of pieces that I needed that were just a little bit longer than that. So cut the 2x4 in half, and you end up with scraps. So yeah, I just thought I'd explain. This is not the sawhorse. This is just to demonstrate how it's gonna work, and I think you'll be surprised at how you might say. I like to use the word screwgle. You know, it's going to be pretty strong, considering it's going to be kind of spindly. Okay, yeah, this is for those of you who don't know, and I don't think there's too many. It's for the bike box. Like probably at the end of April, beginning of May, Bill Cycle is going to be delivering my new Honda, and at least that's the plan right now. And I want to have something to put it in. So I don't want to put a shed on the front yard, and I don't want it in the back. So I'm making a box, and I'm making it as small as possible and still be able to get the bike in there. Because I could be wrong, but I don't think the city allows you to have a shed in the front. You can have a shed in the back, but there's nothing wrong with having a box in the front. For instance, I've got a big delivery box right by the front door. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with having a box, and so I'm calling this a box. And basically, that's what it is. It's going to be a big box. It's going to be, the joints are going to be all glued together and everything like that. I mean, you could slowly tumble it across the yard if you wanted to, as long as the bike wasn't in it, of course. Anyway, let me stop flapping my gums here and recompose a little bit, and I'll show you what this is all about. Okay, without question, the best place for me to cut a sheet of plywood would be down in my workshop. Yeah, I can rearrange everything down there so I can slide it over the table saw in almost any direction if I want to. However, getting the plywood up and down the stairs, yeah, well, it's not like it used to be. So the next best place to cut a sheet of plywood would be outside on what I call the patio, on the stones out there. And you know, years ago I could have just laid a couple of 2x4s down on the patio just so that it raised the plywood up, and then I could have just taken my skill saw and just cut it. It would have been easy. That sort of thing is gone now. I know sitting here at the model table, everything seems fine, but yeah, or sitting on my e-bike or scooter, and hopefully my new Honda, it'll be fine. Okay, so I've got to make a sawhorse to get the plywood up. So so it'll be almost as high as this. Well, this model table is extra high. It's about this much higher than an ordinary kitchen table. I deliberately made it that way. Okay, so this is the sawhorse looking straight down on it, and it is made from a full 8-foot long 2x4. Okay, these 2x4s are 8 feet long, and we're looking straight down on it. But it has to have legs on the corners to hold it up, so that when I lay something across it, it's up in the air and it's easy for me to saw. I'm beating this to death, aren't I? Okay, I'm probably talking because I'm not sure where I want to go with this. I should have a teleprompter. Okay. All right, what we are going to do is we are going to concentrate on this corner right here, and we are going to simulate this corner. Okay, so what I'm going to do, this part here is actually one of the legs. All of these legs will be pretty much like what you see here. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. You'll see how this is going to go in a minute. I want to be careful here. I don't want to accidentally break Jeff's cup. Okay, I already assembled this last night, so I have a pretty good idea of how it's going to go. And but the idea is, okay, can you still see this? Okay, I'm going to move it a little bit more this way. Okay, the idea is that if I have these pieces here in exactly the right place, then when I lay the frame down for the bike shed, these will support it, and at least that's the plan. You'll see that better probably in a couple of months when I actually go outside and do it. Okay, so I'm going to recompose a little bit here, and we are going to take this piece here, and this piece represents this piece right here. Okay, just so that you get perspective. You know, I'm big in perspective, so just let me recompose a little bit here. Okay, so this corner here is this corner here, and this is 150 millimeters in. Okay, now the leg to support this has to go down. So obviously I can't because the table's here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to turn it upside down. And I think this should work here. Okay. Now the leg would come up this way because the table's upside down. Okay, now have I got this the right way? No, I think this has to go like this. There we go. Oh, by the way, these are the wrong kind of screws to be using here. I'm going to be getting myself some what I call washer head screws. Yeah, because these have a tendency to split the wood if you go in too far. They're kind of wedge shaped. All right, let's I've got the slip clutch on this set so that it doesn't go too hard. At least it shouldn't. Okay, got this one, got that one. Now we've got one more to go here. All right, now can you see this? Oh yeah. Okay, so this is going to be on the ground, right? And this is actually very strong. So that's the sawhorse leg that I was talking about making. And there's 3 more of them like this downstairs in the workshop. Okay, did I beat this to death? Yeah, I think I did. I think this is going to work. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the end of April or beginning of May, whenever the weather sort of clears up around here. And hopefully this is going to be finished. So when Bill's Cycle delivers the bike, I have a place to store it. It's not going to be sitting outside with a cover over it. Yeah. Now, I recall that when I was trying to remove sticks like this before out of something like this, I was afraid that I was going to deform the other side of the plastic if they... Well, that one broke loose nice. Okay, well, maybe I'll be in luck. Yeah, this one's coming off. Okay, I'm just going to quickly go ahead here and get these off. I thought that in the event they didn't want to come, I just cut them off because it wouldn't matter. Nobody's going to be seeing the inside of this anyway. Oh yeah, this is going better than I thought it was going to. This was a little tight. I gotta watch. No, it didn't hurt the top. Okay, I'll just get the rest of this stuff. What about this one here? There we go. Yeah. That came out quite nice. 2 coats. Now, once again, I believe this is the side that we're going to basically see. So. These ones won't be any problem, will they? Okay, I guess you might say this is a photographer's nightmare. Or in this case, a videographer. I guess that's what I could call myself here. Yeah, I've got the white paper and I've got the dark subject. And trying to get them to both look good at the same time. I guess maybe I could set up extra light over here. Maybe I might do that yet. Or maybe what I can do is in post, being is that I'm videoing this in 10-bit, I have quite a bit of latitude, so maybe what I can do is just crank the HDR to the max. It might look a little bit funny, but hopefully this won't get washed out and we'll be able to see detail on this. Okay, I'm in the editing program right now, and I heard myself talking about cranking the HDR, and I thought maybe you'd like to see what I'm talking about. And, all right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here to color. Well, first of all, I'm in a program called DaVinci Resolve. I can highly recommend this program. It actually comes with a free version, which will do most stuff. But because it won't edit in 8K, and I want to do 8K stuff every once in a while, I had to go for the paid version. But well, first of all, you got to have a pretty high-end computer. Like, it's got to be pretty powerful, you might say, and lots of RAM, all that kind of stuff, and a very good video card. Otherwise, it's not going to work. But if you do, you give the free version a try. You might like it. Anyway, I'm I'm not here to plug DaVinci Resolve. It's just that I use it and I really like it. Okay, so I'm down here and I'm going to click on the color. All right, now we are in the color grading part of this program. Over here on the left side, you're going to see where it says shadows. Okay, I'm going to take and move that all the way to the right. That will be 100% as far as this particular program is able to cope with it. And what you're going to want to do is watch the little boxes up here. Okay, now hopefully you're watching this on something bigger than your cell phone. Here we go. Okay, there we go. 100% HDR. At least I call it HDR. High dynamic range. And you can see the boxes actually come out pretty good. I'm just going to leave it like that. And yeah, that's what I was talking about when I said crank the HDR. I hope you got a kick out of watching this. Did I mention it was one of the viewers who told me about this program? I think it was Vic, way back about 2-3 years ago, and he says give DaVinci Resolve a try. And anyway, I'm starting to ramble here. Let's get back to the editing. Okay, so I've got these basically laid out in the way they're supposed to go. I haven't done a dry fit yet. I want to do that before I actually do the glue thing. Now these ones, if you remember, they had the push-out pin marks on them. So I was hoping to maybe put these in such a way as that the push-out pin marks will come up against, I guess it would be, in this case, it would be these ones right here. Yeah, one goes in here. Yeah, it's sort of a tight fit, but at least it goes, kind of. Oh, there we are. And then this one, okay, we're going to have a box that way, so we'll have the push-out pin this way. I can't see, where's the slot? There it is, sort of. I think what's happened is my paint is sort of filled in the slots. There we go. I think that's in. All right. Then this one right here goes in here. I wonder if I should be maybe taking my hobby knife and cleaning these slots out just a little bit. Yeah, you can sort of see that the paint is being... Maybe I shouldn't have allowed my brush to paint the tabs that are going into those slots right now. That one went in easy. I think that once I get some glue in those slots, except I don't want the glue to be running out into the paint. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and position the rest of these. Yeah, looks like I've got them lined up right. Okay, this is the one that it took quite a bit of force to get it in. And we were getting some paint scraping off the peg. Yeah, I can see that the hole there it's got paint down in it. All right, here we go. Now remember, this is the one that drips, so let's not drip it on our battery boxes. I wonder, maybe I should be putting it on the bottom here. Okay. Now let's be careful not to, I got this in the right order? Yeah. This is the Tamiya thick, by the way. I think maybe trying to put some glue down in that hole was a bad idea. I should have gone and put it here to start with. Yeah. Okay, have I got that square? I think I do. Now, as far as these go, we were going to try and have the positioning pins this way, although, okay. I think we just want to hold this in place here. Okay, make sure it's seated, and it is. Now, see this tab right here at the top, that obviously has to go into something. So we don't want to be gluing this piece to this piece, because we might want to be moving it. All right. Now, oh, wait a minute. We've got to put another one in here. And this one we want the pins the other way. There we go. Okay, and that leaves lots of room to wiggle, lots of wiggle room. Okay. That one's down. That's too much. I'm pretty sure that's the way this is supposed to go, isn't it? I can't see, is that... Well, I got that right. Yeah. I didn't think that these battery boxes were supposed to hang over, but I guess they do. All right, I'm just gonna have to turn this so I can. Ooh. I can't see. Okay. So let me move this, turn this like this so I can see. No, it's not down. It's not down. Why is that not going down? Let's try it now. There, now I got it. Okay. I'm thinking that I should maybe be turning this around like this. Yeah. I know the light is going to be wrong, but now my vision from the way I'm looking at it is a lot better. I'm just going to reposition my light. Okay, let's pretend we're going to put this one right here. So that would mean that this edge right here is going to be more or less in the middle here, but the other edge is going to be hanging over. So there's no use putting glue on the other edge, is what I'm trying to say. So okay, so put some here. Now, why is this not going? Oh, I guess it is going. Yeah, it's because these things are stepped and the other ones are lower. Okay, now this one we're going to do the other way. This edge is going to have glue on it, and the other edge is going to hang over. Okay. Oh, I put it on the wrong one, didn't I? Yeah, when this flips over. Well, okay. It is what it is. I bet you there's people screaming at their screens. Ron, that's the wrong one. Well, like I said, it is what it is. As the old song goes, the sun is shining, oh happy day. Now, while I'm thinking of it, one of the viewers asked me if I'm noticing any difference between, well, I can't remember exactly what he said, between the Tamiya extra thin and the AK extra thin, and I can't tell any difference. I think they could be out of the same kettle, if you know what I mean. Yeah, this stuff seems to be okay. I think the Tamiya was a little cheaper though. The reason I got the AK is because whoever I got this from, I think this came from Sunward Hobbies, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. Speaking of Sunward Hobbies, I got to get a hold of those guys. You remember we had all that trouble around Christmas time, just before Christmas time? For those of you that don't know, here's what happened. I ordered a bunch of stuff from Sunward Hobbies, and I paid considerably extra to get it here quicker. So I paid the extra postage, and it was quite a bit extra. I think it was about $30-40 extra, when I could have had free delivery. And then it didn't come. Then I get a notification from the post office saying that they can't deliver it. So I got back to Sunward Hobbies, and I was mad, and I overreacted. I admit it. I overreacted. As one of the viewers said, I was heavy-handed. Yeah, and I feel bad about that. Anyway, so I got a hold of them, and the post office said, you contact us. So I contacted the post office, and they said, you're going to have to let Sunward Hobbies know that we can't deliver it, and they're going to have to request that it comes back, because it was, as far as they were concerned, it was their shipment, not mine. So got a hold of Sunward and told them about this, and I was, like I say, I was heavy-handed. I was rude and, yeah, just not my normal self. Well, maybe that is my normal self. Anyway, Sunward Hobby said that they were going to get it back, and they're going to refund me the money, which they did. Then a few days later, after I had replaced the stuff here in Winnipeg from as best I could anyway, the post office delivered the package. In the meantime, Sunward Hobbies has refunded me the money, and as far as I know, they didn't take it back again. And I sent them an email and told them about this, and they haven't gotten back to me. I think I'm possibly on their what you might call bad boy list, or whatever you want to call it. And so they might have blocked my emails for all I know. So I'm gonna have to phone them, I guess. I know the name of the person there, and because I don't want to do that. I don't want them to think that Ron in Winnipeg is a bad person. Well, maybe I am, or maybe I was. I want to make it right. Okay, now, what was I going to do here? Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We are going to turn the page. As far as I can see, we are done with step 20. Okay, step 21. Okay, it looks like step 21 is going to involve LED lights. Yep, that'll be fun. And we got to find a whole bunch more pieces, but that's not going to be today. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I get a coffee visitor, and today is Monday. I already was talking to him outside. He said, "I'll see you later." So yeah, I'm gonna cut her off. This video is more than long enough. I keep saying how I like to keep them around 20 minutes, and then they just go and go and go. I just can't shut up. Anyway, we'll be in step 21 tomorrow. So thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're gonna see you tomorrow.